Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I said hey. Welcome back to my channel.
Hey girl.
Hey y'all, I'm Jasmine W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Y'all know I like to jump right into it, but first I must tell you that I moved my podcast, Jasmine Gives Bad Advice, from the podcast platforms onto YouTube. So if you haven't watched the first episode, go ahead and check that out, okay? This video should come out on Wednesday morning. I know this is very late, but like I said before, there was an issue with the episodes on demand. So that's why this video is late, and the other video, the next episode, should be out at the very same time, so y'all can watch them back to back, but that's why they're a bit late, okay? Calm down.
Yeah, calm down.
Calm down. We're gonna get it together. Anyway, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I know that I owe you guys bachelorette videos, but honestly, I realized I was like 5 hours behind. I thought I was only like 2 hours behind, honey. And I don't have the patience. I'm sorry. I lied.
I'm sorry.
Sue me. Anyway, I don't even know what happened on The Bachelorette, honey, but I might try to see if I can watch it this weekend. But y'all, I be busy. And busy to me mean taking my baby to the park.
And watching Bachelor in Paradise.
I don't be having the time, okay? Baby, anyway. Y'all know that we have less than 30 days until the next election. This election is very important, so please, Black people, do not skip out on this, okay? Your ovaries depend on it, so make sure that you're paying attention to the elected officials in your community and make sure you vote, okay? That being said, my cousin Joshua Harris Till is running for Congress in Oklahoma, and you might be thinking, Jasmine, I don't live in Oklahoma. You can still support him by donating to his campaign. The link is below. Listen, check out my cousin Joshua, okay? You guys think that I be coming correct? Baby, he comes corrector, okay? Anyway, let's get into this Ready to Love, honey. These 2 episodes of Ready to Love are really tripping me out. I'm gonna try to just have fun with this, okay? Y'all know we love to have fun on my channel, so let's get into it, okay? Okay, we're gonna start with Nephew Tommy, okay? On this episode, I think it was Brandi was about to eliminate one of the guys, right? But we know that LJ didn't show up for the house retreat. Now, one thing I will say is, baby, how many weeks do you expect me to dedicate to Ready to Love and not my job? If LJ already had a speaking, arrangement or whatever, what y'all want him to do? Lose his job? Lose his income?
Hell no.
Skip out on some bread just to come here and mingle with y'all all weekend? I don't like the way that they make it seem like, oh, if you put your work before Ready to Love, you're not ready to love. Yeah, baby, I'm ready to love and I'm ready to pay these bills. Okay, I'm ready to get my coin. How about that? But anyway, Nephew Tommy said, I'ma take it from here, ladies. Step to the side.
Oh, Lord.
Nephew Tommy gonna take it from here. Why couldn't Nephew Tommy just come out and say, you know what, LJ's not here, so he gonna be the one eliminated for this week, period. Y'all go have mingle, eat some salmon. Like, why couldn't we just do that, I really thought this was a really fun episode. I hate the way they shot and cut this up. I hate the way they shot and edited this whole newlywed game scene, because it could have been a lot better. It could have been a lot more fun, interesting. We didn't even get to see all the questions. We don't know the order in which the questions happen. Like, I don't know. I wish they would have just focused on one couple at a time. It would have been easier to shoot and it would have been easier to edit, and they would have given us some good sequence of like who got eliminated and when. Because it looked like Kayla and Trinika were both neck and neck, but I don't know. It was just, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. It was just off for me. Let's get down and talk about the couples individually. First, we have Swayze and Katie. Honestly, they're the only 2 compatible people on this show.
Facts.
Okay? And they are compatible. Like, they're very compatible, but they're also too compatible because they love to argue. They love to argue, as Jamie Foxx would say, just again. Nephew Tommy asked Swayze, would you rather have a big bank account or a big family? A big bank account or a big family? And Katie said a big bank account. Listen, but Swayze said he'd rather have a big family. He was like, I'm mad now because Katie got that wrong. And I actually wondered, how could she not know that? You know, like, how could she not know that Swayze wanted a big family?
Because she don't know him?
I don't know. I think that's one of the first conversations that men have when they're, you know, trying to figure out if they're compatible with somebody. Are you going to be on board with me getting and grinding, or are you on board with having kids? That's one of the first conversations you guys should have had. So it really shocked me that she got it wrong, but she said that he was lying. One thing I'll say is at the end of the episode, Swayze said that Katie got mama instincts. Now, some of y'all could have looked at Swayze sideways and been like, what? We're not trying to be your mom. But I do understand what he was saying. He's saying that she has a motherly, very motherly aura about her, and a very like, you know, like a sort of like a caring or maybe even caretaker, which could be problematic. But at the end of the day, y'all know that men love somebody who can take care of them. If you don't like that, don't be with a man.
Right.
Because a man gonna want somebody who can care for them, honey. And that's how pretty much all men are. Now, the levels at which you have to care for them are different. Now, you might have somebody who's just on the scale of misogynistic, very low on the scale, maybe even none. Be like, you know, I just want somebody who can just care about what I'm doing, care about my passions, be passionate, care about what I have to say, those things. But you have a lot of independence. That's what I like. Or you can have a whole misogynist who wants you to have his kids work, pay bills, and then also come home and cook and massage his feet and do whatever he say.
And be quiet at that.
Either way, they do want somebody to care for them, okay? Yeah, but I think Swayze was saying it in a way like, oh, she has just a good heart, like good mama instincts, like she's just so warm. You know, there's something warm about her. And I don't know this for sure, but Swayze, he probably Haitian. So, you know, Haitian men, they love somebody who's just motherly, okay? Let's move on to the next couple group. Okay, next we have Kayla, Mike, and Brandi. Keep in mind, I don't have many notes. On Kayla, Mike, and Brandi, I wrote down, not Brandi getting eliminated immediately during the newlywed game. Anyway, Kayla knew a whole lot about Mike, and I'm wondering why that is, because she's not Mike's top choice. I was really trying to figure it out, and I think that Kayla is a little bit more emotionally intelligent than Brandi, to be honest. I think that she probably pays attention better, and she reads people better than Brandi reads people, right? I think that Brandi could... Like Kayla was saying that she clearly sees that Mike chose Brandi, or none of the guys are putting in any effort. I think a lot of the other women on the show would have kind of been clueless about, you know, about who likes who and all of that. But she's not clueless when it comes to that. She's very emotionally intelligent. I wrote down, why is Kayla always the second choice for all of the guys? My nipple gonna pop out in a minute, child, but
girl.
Anyway, I wrote down, why is Kayla always the second choice?
She boring.
I really think it's because all of the women on this show are chasing the men halfway. And Kayla want to be pursued. So she not putting in no effort. Honestly, I don't blame her. I really don't blame her. But baby, if you're not going to put in no effort, if you're the type of woman who don't want to put in no effort, you got to come with personality, baby. You got to come with something that people going to want, because they got vagina and good looks and stuff like that in all the other women. So what do you have that the other women don't bring to the table? Exactly. Let's move on to the next couple. Let's move on to Charisse and Samson. We're gonna do Jamila, Randall, and Trinika last. Charisse got eliminated because she didn't know Samson's shoe size. See, that's something that you probably wouldn't know if you're only dating somebody new, right? I barely know my spouse's shoe size.
But you know it.
Barely. I ain't never bought him no shoes. Like, that's none of my business, to be honest. But Charisse said she's going to need more dates in order to know Samson's shoe size, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't think shoe size and none of that got no correlation, to be honest, because I've seen the myth be disproven before, honey. So I heard. Anyway, I wrote down Charisse is boring. She don't have no personality. I wrote down she's probably never needed to have a personality because she's pretty.
Girl.
Listen, I know I'm gorgeous, honey, But it wasn't always this way. I was a nerd, and I still am, to be honest. But yeah, when you grew up pretty, you've been pretty your whole life, you didn't have to have no personality, honey. And that's Charisse's problem. She's sitting around with Samson going like this. So what you got going? What do I have going? What do I have going when? Well, what you got going for this week? Not much, you know, just hanging out.
Cricket.
Like, that's how all their conversations be, girl. That's why you don't like him. Because you looking for somebody boring like you. And you're not gonna find that in Samson, because he like to play games with, and he like to change up his personality, as we can see in the next episode. Let's wait. We're gonna get to it, okay? I wrote down, because that's what I want to do whenever I see Charisse. When Charisse is not arguing with nobody, baby, she is a snooze fest. I promise you. And the only reason she actually a snooze fest when she arguing too, and the only reason she not a snooze fest when she arguing is because she argue real funny. She be like, oh no, you the one to blame. You the one, you the one who needs to shut up. Like, who argue like that, girl? Like, like, it's like, what? Girl, you don't even know no good comebacks? Just call her a B at this point, because you don't know no good comebacks. But anyway, I love the fact that Charisse promoted her business this episode. I said, yes, baby girl, let us know that you an esthetician. Let's see a little facial, honey. That's what I want to see. That's what we want to see, okay? We want to see you promote your business, honey. That's why you're on the show, girl. But I love her for throwing that in there. I wrote down, I ain't mad. Anyway, so Samson said that the last time he cried was in 2011 when his cat or his dog died. Samson needs a therapist. And I don't know, sometimes he be watching my channel. Samson, I just want to let you know, if you watching, baby, get enrolled in therapy.
Immediately.
Okay, you need to talk to somebody. Because if you ain't cried in damn near 12 years,
you backed up. Your tear ducts is backed up.
It's time for you to talk to somebody. Okay, you need to let out some emotions. You need to talk to somebody at this point. Because this is why, yeah, you looking for somebody and you ain't cried in 11 years, 12 years. Yeah, it's time for you to talk to somebody. After Charisse got done with the facial, I wrote down, what did the facial do?
Nothing.
What did the facial do? I want to know what kind of facial she gave him. No shade, but when I come from a facial, honey, I look greased up. Samson looked just dry and regular. I was like, is this before the conversation, before the facial or after the facial? Because you know they be playing with us. I'm like, Samson should have looked greased and hydrated, in my opinion. Okay? I don't know what kind of facial he got, but honey, I was expecting a little hydration. Anyway, Charisse says that Samson keeps their conversation surface level, and I put down because he don't like you and he don't like nobody on the show. That's why the whole time he's been flip-flopping about who he like and lying and telling this girl he likes them and this girl he likes them, because he don't like nobody. He just on the show kikiing and having a good giggle. That's all he's doing. Baby, he's twirling. He's going with the wind fabulous. That's all he's doing. And bringing gifts and giggling. That's all Samson is doing. G and G, giggle and gifts, okay? Charisse was explaining to Samson that she wants to have deeper conversations. She wants him to open up more. He said, here comes Hurricane Charisse. Baby, this is not even like a light wind. She's just expressing herself to you. You don't know what it means to express yourself to somebody because you need to go to therapy. She's just saying, hey, I just want you to open up a little bit more. You're not really talking to me about nothing but twirling and being gone with the wind fabulous. And, you know, like, let's talk about something. The only thing I will say in Samson's defense is, baby, if you want me to open up to you, you got to know what to ask me. Because men don't know how to just automatically open up to you. You think they a flower? No, you need to, you know, like, I can imagine them being like, well, what do you want to know? And then you can't be like, I don't know, just tell me anything. No, you have to have some questions. Charisse is at the end of their conversation, it was given, Y'all remember Nene and or who was it? Marlo and Sheree? Y'all remember the argument when they had where they were both going, that's what it was giving. I was like, well, good conversation. I'm glad we had that talk. I'm glad we had that talk too. Well, it was nice talking to you. Well, that was a good conversation.
Okay, the eye roll.
Samson is just here to kiki with the girls. I'm sorry. Like, it was given a-hole energy. It's like he's immature. He's unable to have a serious conversation. He's unable to be truthful and honest about whether he's feeling somebody or whether he's not. He's passive aggressive. Like, it's just like, babe.
It's odd.
I see why you've never settled down. You're just not ready. You're not ready to love. Anyway, let's move on to Jamila, Randall, and Trinika, the love triangle, okay? Again, Kayla's nowhere to be found in this. But anyway, Jamila was eliminated immediately, even though Randall is her only and strongest connection. Jamila said that Raw would like to Netflix and chill. I don't remember what the other option was, but he was like, wrong. That told me a lot about what he's shown Jamila. Obviously, you shown Jamila that you wanted to Netflix and chill. So that's what she chose, right? Anyway, I thought it was really, really interesting. First of all, let me finish the newlywed game with them.
Go ahead.
So Trinika got all the answers right. Let's get to it. But I said, what can Randall answer about Trinika?
Nothing.
I would have loved to see them flip and see what the men knew about the women. Why did we not do that? Why did we not do that? Why did we not see what the men knew about them? Because knowing all about your man's wants and needs, it's giving misogyny. I'm sorry. So it's my job and my duty to know all about them, but they don't have to know nothing about me.
Right, exactly.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. We got to do better than this. I'm sorry. Because I guarantee you, if the men were asked questions about the women, Swayze and maybe Mike would have gotten things right. Because Samson don't know nothing about Charisse. And I guarantee you Randall don't know nothing about these women. Anyway, Trinika was again on her pick me parade, honey. She was on her pick me parade. Because they said, is Randall a breast man or a butt man? And she said, he like these. He like these.
Oh my gosh, please get her out of here.
Exactly. Because I'm like, baby, here we go, Trinika. Here we go. But anyway, Jamila was mad because she said she wanted private time with Randall. Of course, you should have got more things right. If you wanted private time with Randall, you should have answered right, okay? Anyway, Trinika and Randall won the date. I don't know how she beat Kayla because it wasn't made clear to me that she answered more things right than Kayla and Mike, because I would have loved to see Kayla and Mike on a date. But that didn't happen. We got Trinika and Randall, and we know Randall don't like Trinika because he said he just started talking to her during this event, during this weekend, and he never really paid attention to her otherwise. And that's what Jamila said, and that's what Kayla said. Kayla said, we know that they're the least compatible out of everybody here because Trinika's not compatible with anybody, even though she's been on her pick-me parade, honey. So their date was eye-gazing. They were supposed to gaze into each other's eyes and do sort of this, very intimate thing. And Trinika said, are you ready to go deep with me?
Oh my gosh.
Randall was like, and then whenever they started looking into each other's eyes, Trinika was looking at Randall like this.
I'm uncomfortable.
And Randall was looking at Trinika like this.
La 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 la. Oh. Hey, what's that over there? Oh.
Like he kept getting distracted. And Trinika was like, I can tell there was some times when he was losing focus. And then I just gave him a little foot massage and everything was okay. Girl! You gave Randall a foot massage and so he got back on track. Girl, shut up. It's so silly. I can't even deal with it. Listen, have y'all ever been in love? Because when you in love, like when you really like somebody and you gaze into their eyes, it's mutually beneficial, okay? It's just something that you're gonna feel between them. And I didn't feel nothing between them. I'm sorry, the only time you feel something when the people get on camera is Swayze and Katie. It felt like he was looking into his sister eyes to me. I don't know, but he could barely pay attention, honey. But anyway, I also wrote down, who is this white lady in the back?
Right.
And what is she doing? Isn't this on Oprah Winfrey Network where she creates content specifically for the blacks?
And this was odd.
Well, who is this white lady stealing indigenous culture or whoever culture this is? This ain't hers. Okay? I'm like, could y'all not get a person of color? Could y'all not get an indigenous person to do this? Somebody who could really connect it to the spirit. Somebody who connected to the earth.
EARF, earth.
Y'all got a white lady in the background? What is she doing? And what I'm sorry. I don't believe it. Maybe that's why they wasn't connecting, honey, because it's like she had a nerve to be doing all this on somebody else's land.
Girl.
Anyway, we got to the end of the retreat and then Randall completely changed his tune whenever Jamala talked to him separately. After on the last day of the retreat, all the men wanted to change up because Randall, even though Jamala was getting on Randall's nerves, he obviously likes her. So they were sitting on the little lounge by the pool and he was like, you know I like you. I mean, what you saying though? I'm saying you didn't show me really much attention. You were showing Trinika more attention this whole weekend. That's what I'm saying. So I'm confused about whether you like me. Like, he talk about who else I'm gonna be here for. Trinika and Kayla? What do you mean? Why are you saying this? Who else I'm gonna be here for? I'm here to see you. Well, you had 2 other people here. That's who else you could have been here for. What do you mean, Randall? I wrote down, who puts on purple eyeshadow first thing in the morning?
Jamila or Jamala?
Jamala?
Or Jamila or what?
Why she wake up and put on purple eyeshadow?
Child, that's her color.
Purple eyeshadow, I just want y'all to know, purple eyeshadow is not a daytime color. I'm sorry. Unless you a makeup artist, purple eyeshadow is for the evening. Maybe this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I'm not taking it back. Anyway, I wrote down Randall does not floss. He was sitting down with Kayla. He had a conversation with Kayla. Kayla was trying to figure out why he didn't show her any attention on the retreat. I didn't pay attention to none of the conversation because I noticed that Kayla evidently flosses her teeth. It's very evident. Randall does not floss, and I don't even think that he brushes consistently.
Girl.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Anyway, at the end of the day, Randall said he's invested in Jamala. He goes back and forth on Trinika, and he likes Kayla. Sounds like he's choosing Jamala in all of this. Randall and Trinika went out, and Mike and Kayla went out, and those were the women up for elimination, Trinika and Kayla. Randall told Trinika, I felt close to you when you was rubbing my feet. Of course. I feel close to the girl that does my nails when she rubs my feet. I tell her everything, all my business. You rub my feet, you could get my bank account and routing. Like, anybody close to you rub your feet, baby, you close. Like, what's surprising here? Anyway, Mike and YouTube sat down, and Mike told YouTube, or Kayla, FYI, that's Kayla. He said, you're my strongest connection, and she said, I wasn't aware that I was one of your strongest connections. I wrote down, what? What changed, Mike? Because you was just in the bed with Brandi. And I wrote down, Kayla's trying to play it too cool because these women are chasing the men. And if you want to be a part of this, the finale or whatever, you got to chase them too. And I understand why she's not doing it. Randall ended up eliminating Trinika, and Kayla got to stay. Trinika said, no. And Randall was like, I haven't even said nothing yet. And Trinika, once he told her she wasn't ready to love, she said, I just lost respect for a lot of people. And Randall was like, why? Because you were just talking about how you felt close to her. She was rubbing your feet. She was looking into your eyes and you was getting distracted. You told her that y'all had a strong connection. She answered all of the questions right. And then now she's being eliminated. What do you mean?
Right.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, oh my gosh. Anyway.
Bye, Randall.
Trinika was mad. Listen, I really want to know what happened to the seasons where they used to bring new people in.
That part.
We should have got some new people sprinkled in here by now to, like, you know, spice it up. But anyway, y'all go ahead and go on to the next episode. Let's go ahead and talk about this next episode. Watch the next video, honey. Here it is.
Bye.